Oh,
You're telling me, and
Well,
Mr. J, you've had a close encounter, right?
yes, sir. So, Tim, you remember where I used to live there, and CJ, I think you had a
mm-hmm.
pretty good idea where that old BP gas station
Yeah.
was at, right across the street, a little brick house. Well, me were watching some TV, a movie I think I had rented on DirecTV, and so we were sitting around, and then looks up and he says, "Dad, look!" And we're looking right through my living room window, and we seen this really light, bright light, kind of slowly rising up. And I'm like, "Oh wow, cool! That's probably just an airplane or something. You know, the airport's not too far away. We hear aircraft all the time." Well, it kept getting closer and closer and closer, and I was like, "Hey guys, let's go check it out. Bring your iPad and let's go out there, see if we can, see what was going on." Well, the first one was literally right over top of us. We could see three lights. It was silent like a balloon floating through the air.
What?
Her iPad didn't work. My cell phone didn't work. DirecTV didn't work.
Wow.
Um, the internet had went out, and that was the first. It passed by. Tim, you remember where my tree line was behind the pond? It got back over that way, and everything came back on. Well, it happened again. Same type scenario.
Wow.
Flying, and it happened a third time. And we could not, for the love of us, record, through our cell phones, through our iPads, or anything like that. Just complete silence. We could hear crickets over top of this aircraft that was directly overhead of us. And we could make out a V shape on all three of them.
Whoa.
And, yeah.
So 3 separate crafts. How big would you say they were?
Well, with it being at night like it was, I'm gonna say probably the size of.
Like, are you thinking this is a drone, like the size of a drone, or more like the size of a car, or?
I'm thinking the size of an airplane.
Oh, wow. Oh, goodness.
Yeah. Yes.
God.
And you said
all
there's
three of
them
them are like that.
Wow.
And
you
they
know
all
what that
knocked out
reminds
this
me
new
of?
technology, like this Navy ship that we're hearing about.
Yes.
Well, and we're only hearing about this.
It was almost like they came in like 5 to 8 minute increments. The first one would pass, and then it would be some time, and we were getting ready to walk back in, and then the second one would come. Same thing with the third one.
Wow, and you know what, Jay? This is like a combination of these reports that we've got out there. Here we've got the military releasing or acknowledging footage of these pyramid-shaped UFOs, right? In one specific clip, you can see them tracking this one pyramid UFO, but it's revealed, I believe Commander David Fravor revealed on Joe Rogan, there are actually multiple ones. It's just that the technology focused in on that one, and it's kind of like if Smitty was surrounded by 2 or 3 friends and I was just focusing my attention on Smitty, I wouldn't necessarily recognize the presence of the other people, So he compared it to that. So we got the footage of one pyramid UFO, but they acknowledged, or he said that they were actually being blitzed by several pyramid-shaped craft or triangular craft. And by the way, it's never been released about it affecting their power, but this lady, relaying the story of her brother that all ties into what you're saying too.
Yeah, yeah. And I felt like I could almost, if I was to climb to the top of that tree, I could have almost touched it.
Oh,
The
wow.
aircraft. That's how low it was.
So,
And just like I said, silent.
crazy.